Okay, welcome to another episode of Thoughts and Bolts. I'm your host, Pedro Olavarria, and today I have a co-host, Ty Olavarria, my son. Say hello. Okay. Today we're going to go over the Mosul Orb, but as always, I like to give larger historical context, okay? Orbs are a part of human history, okay? Right here, you can see from 1500s in Basel, Switzerland, black spheres were flying all over the sky. The creator of this leaflet um, said it was a sign from the heavens that the Swiss people need to repent and pray for deliverance from the Turks. Okay. That's how they interpreted it. They saw a bunch of black spheres in the sky and they saw it as a sign from heaven to repent. Okay. Um, Also, something similar like to this happened in Nuremberg. Okay. And again, it's a bunch of orbs and other things like perhaps cigar-shaped UFOs um, in the sky. No one knows why. You go back to World War II, go back to the, 1945 New York Times, and they're talking about balls of fire stalking U.S. soldiers in the night over the skies of Germany. Okay. Um, if you go back to the Condign report, once again, the most common UFO shape is a ball. Okay, that's the most common UFO shape by a long shot. Ball. Okay. Then you go back to the secret Brazilian Air Force report. Okay, back in 2000, 50 years of data. Once again, the most common UFO shape is circular. Okay, circular, a ball. Um, Go back to Project Sign, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, 1949. The most common UFO shape was a sphere. So here's the context, right? This is a very old phenomenon, hundreds of years old at least, as it pertains to the spheres, and nobody knows why. Okay, now let's go to the Mosul Orb, right? Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp were the first to kind of reveal this image to the world of an orb flying over Mosul, Iraq. It was taken from a spy plane. Apparently, they were looking for some kind of terrorist, and out comes this orb. Debunkers suggested that this photo might be a photo of a puddle in the street, but as we shall see, that is far from the case. Now, I want to build up to this. First of all, Dustin Slaughter sued the National Air and Space Center, and National Air and Space Intelligence Center. He sued the Air Force, essentially, in order to get this video. Okay, and you can read all about that in his Substack article, the UAP Register. He does really good work. He's not very flashy. He doesn't get involved in UFO Twitter drama. And probably because of the latter, we don't hear much about him. But I mean, he does real work and he delivers, as you can see. Now, we're going to watch some videos. The first two videos were revealed back in I think it was the 2003 UFO hearings that happened back with Moultrie and the other guy from the Pentagon. And they always like to share lackluster videos, but it's interesting. It provides context. So let's go with the first one. This was taken from a fighter jet. I believe it was a pilot's cell phone. And that's part of the reason why they shared it, because it's from a cell phone. It's not from some kind of classified, you know, uh, imagery platform or whatever. So let's just watch this orb fly in all its beauty, shall we? Let's watch that again. Did you catch that? In case you did. Okay, well, I think you saw it. So let's keep going. The next one is another one of these videos from that UAP hearing from yesteryear. This one was from a drone, okay, a drone flying over Iraq. And as you'll see, it's a metal orb. Here we go. Just another day in Iraq with flying metal orbs gracing the sky in all its beauty. Here we go. As you can see, they like to eliminate all the different uh, data that we, the public, could use to study the speed, the distance from the ground, the distance from the camera, all that good stuff. They like to black that out. That's your DoD. Okay. And let's see here. Okay, let me get rid of this one and let's finally see the Mosul Orb video. This happened in 2016. Again, it was taken by a spy plane. And once again, unlike good old George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell, where they got a photo of all this nice mathematical data, as you can see at the bottom, to the left, and on top, nice data that would be even nicer if we could see it change in time as this thing flies through the sky. But let's not beat around the bush. Let's finally watch the video for what it is. Here it is, the Mosul Orb in all its beauty. Da-da-da, there it is. Let's watch it again.
The black is UFO.
Yeah, black is UFO. So as you can see, they blacked out all the good information that we would love to see as we watch this thing over and over again.
Let's go.
It's cool, right? Yeah. So here it is. And I can just watch this over and over again. Obviously, unless we crack it open, we don't know what it is, right? But as it stands, we don't know what it is. And I think this is one of the cooler UFO videos to ever come out. Yeah, what's up?
The 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 go is UFO. The first
Yeah.
the
日本語で喋って。You can say in Japanese.
丸のやつが
UFO です。
UFO です。
All right. So as you can tell, he goes to Japanese elementary school, and we try to speak a little bit of English in the home as much as we can, but it's okay, bud. So there you go. There is the Mosul Orb. I love it. And you know, it's never going to be just one video that makes the case, but this thing looks really cool. And as I said before, the recap, as I love to do on these videos, right? I have no problem with repeating myself. Um, this is a very old phenomenon, okay, from the 1500s in Central Europe, okay, 1500s in Central Europe to World War II era in Central Europe, okay, to England, to Brazil, to the United States, and to Iraq. This is a worldwide phenomenon. And it's really cool that we have this. And we should have more because nobody's getting hurt by telling the truth. Okay. And with that, I'd like to end this recording with once again a reminder: learn how to meditate, learn how to pray, learn how to look inward, be a psychonaut, explore consciousness, and you'll understand the UFO topic better by doing that than by any other way.